Welcome back to another 2021 rookie profile. Is Kyle Trask a heat seeker? Watch and find out. Brad with RotoHeat and RookieDraftGuide.com. Welcome back to the channel. If you're not subscribed already, really, you've seen this before. You had to have seen this before. Do it. If you are, thank you. Let's get this to 200 likes. Don't forget to check out RookieDraftGuide.com. In this video, we're talking Kyle Trask, quarterback, Florida Gators. Is he your number 3 rookie quarterback in this draft? Let us know in the comments below. Kyle Trask is 6'4", 6'5", 227-ish, 230-pound-ish quarterback from Manvel High School in Manvel, Texas. Not really very sought after coming out of high school. You know, he was the 3-star, ranked super low. He was like ran around 100, and I think it was like 92-ish ranked player. When you look at 247 and some of those sites. He's always kind of been a guy that has a lot of what you want to see, size, big arm, things like that, but just never really got a lot of opportunity, whether it was in high school or even at the collegiate level. It was really only up until the last year, even some of 2019 as well, where he really got an opportunity to shine. But 2020 is when we really saw Trask kind of erupt and push his name onto the scene and really push to be a Heisman-esque level player in the collegiate level. When you look at his college stats, 2019, he was 237 completions for 354 attempts for 2,941 yards. That's 66% completion percentage, 25 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Nothing bad per se, but really not eye-popping. 2020, on the other hand, things were considerably different. He had 437 pass attempts, completed 301 of those for 4,283 yards, 43 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. Now, we saw a drastic difference between 2018 his junior and his senior seasons, and really he just needed time and the opportunity where he just hadn't really gotten that before. Trask is a guy that the prototypes as a pro-style quarterback as he moves on to the next level, but he really did a perfectly fine job. He has the athletic ability and the movement ability to get out of the pocket and make some things happen. He's obviously not the most dynamic runner when he's getting out of the pocket. You would expect at the next level that teams that run more of a kind of a pocket pro-style offense, make it to the pros, you're going to run a pro-style offense, but one of those where your quarterback's staying in the pocket and kind of reading the levels, making deep shots every so often, using that big arm. You kind of expect Trask to be in one of those type of systems, not necessarily one that's predicated on RPOs or boots and getting the quarterback out of the pocket to make things happen, kind of scrambling. You wouldn't expect that from Trask, I wouldn't think, but he's a player that continued to grow and develop and mature in the collegiate level, and I think that's really interesting. Now, the big question, especially in this draft class, is where does the RotoHeat and RookieDraftGuide.com team see Kyle Trask? Now, when I went through the ratings and the evals of our team, they're actually fairly, medium to medium high on him. Obviously, you've got your kind of elite level. You got your kind of next tier of guys, and Trask is not far down. Now, obviously, RookieDraftGuide.com is where you're going to find all the details. I'm going to wet your whistle with some of the high-level information and some things that you want to look at with them. But RookieDraftGuide.com's got videos, got all the information that you're going to want, bios and all those good things. Now, if you're looking to watch yourself, Rookie Draft Guide's got that film, some of the film that we watch, but if you want to see some of the best and worst Trask has to offer, Ole Miss this year, I mean, really most of the film this year outside of Oklahoma really wasn't his best in 2020, but the rest of the games he really quite spectacular. Now, Trask is a guy that when he gets to the next level, I would think he would benefit from actually sitting. I know quarterbacks don't get a lot of time to sit anymore. Teams kind of want to throw him in and see what they got, especially on the rookie contract. But Trask would be a guy that would benefit from sitting and growing and continuing to mature. Now, obviously, we saw a lot in 2020, but with the class that's coming out, Trask could, kind of slide in the NFL draft, and ultimately that would help slide in your rookie drafts and give this potential as a guy that you could draft and stash, which would be huge. If you can put this type of player on the taxi squad, because I think he can develop into a, maybe he's never a true high-end QB1, but maybe he's a high-end QB2, low-end QB1 type player. I mean, that's, if you can get that second round of a rookie draft, that's a win. Now, obviously, it's all dependent. Superflex, he's probably going to go higher, but if you can get him in a superflex, in the second round, maybe that's something that's really beneficial down the road if you can sit on a guy like that. He's got all the talent in the world to do so. And looking through the guys' evals, I mean, they all said it. Within the pocket, he read the defense as well, put the ball in great position for his receivers, led the receivers, things like that. I mean, you see a lot of really positive passing statements from the guys on the team. It was when he had to get out of the pocket where his accuracy drastically dipped. That's not, I mean, for this type of quarterback, that's not that unsurprising. Now, obviously, in this day and age in the NFL, your quarterback being able to move a lot and run the ball and get you fantasy points on the ground, it's kind of a big deal. But you're still seeing guys, think of the Matt Ryans of the world, where they're not asked to have to run a whole lot, but they're using their arm to really get the fantasy points. So Trask is one of those guys that I would anticipate is going to get you some value down the road, because he's really got the prototypical pocket passer, NFL, frame, arm, I mean, all those things. And we saw, obviously, the mental side of things. He's growing and maturing quickly. He really made a big jump from 2019 to 2020. And I think in the draft, teams are really going to value him as kind of a, day 2 pick, probably more like second round, depending on the team. Now, that being said, that still makes him very valuable. It's just not one of those positions that I would anticipate you're going to want to draft super early, because there's a ton of talent in this class. But let me know in the comments, is he one of your top 3 quarterbacks? Maybe you're hyped up because he was a big name this year and really outperformed kind of where people anticipated him. Let me know. Let's talk about it. You know that we love to talk in the comments. You see us in there chatting with you all the time. So we appreciate you guys. Don't forget, check out rookiedraftguide.com. Hit our Discord chat, our Facebook community. Let's keep this conversation going, and we'll talk to you again soon.